Our Earth is a marvelous place filled with astonishing landforms that are one of a kind on this planet. One of those landforms are volcanoes. Volcanoes are one of the landforms that we are mesmerized with. The almost symmetrical cone of Mount Mayon, or the complexity of the volcano, makes volcanoes a delight to our eyes. But there is a time where these beautiful landforms are a threat to the people living close to it. It's a time where people will feel scared with how nature turned against them. The time where they will realize that nature is really a powerful being that is hard to compete with. Volcanic eruptions, the dark side of a mesmerizing world. We first must know what a volcano is and why it erupts. A volcano is a rupture in the crust of a planetary mass object such as Earth that allows hot lava, volcanic ash, and gases to escape from a magma chamber below the surface. On Earth, volcanoes are most often found where tectonic plates are diverging or converging. Most are found underwater. There are three types of volcanoes that we could see on this planet: the stratovolcano, the shield volcano, and the composite volcano. A volcano will erupt because deep within the earth, it is so hot that some rocks slowly melt and become a thick flowing substance called magma. Since it is lighter than the solid rock around it, magma rises and collects in magma chambers. Eventually, some of the magma pushes through vents and features the Earth's surface. The eruption could vary to just a flow of lava to a volcanic explosion, causing a threat to the areas affected. A volcanic explosion has a lot of detrimental things that are threat to the people and to our planet, obviously. One of them is that they have a significant effect on the climate of our planet. Super eruptions release tons of ash particles and smoke into the air. These can travel to the global atmosphere within a matter of weeks to months. They can affect atmospheric circulation, leading to a drop in the amount of light that reaches Earth. As a result, the temperature falls and weather conditions change, like cooler summers and colder winters. The change in climate caused by the eruption of Mount Tambora in Indonesia in 1850 is perhaps the most famous example. It led to a very cold winter in Europe and New England, and sea ice migrated across the Atlantic shipping lanes. A volcanic eruption can also do a huge economic loss to our country. Lava flows destroy houses, property, infrastructures, and agricultural lands. At the same time, they can damage communication lines and transport systems and hurt people. All in all, they can bring down various businesses directly and indirectly. Airlines, for instance, can suffer enormously as planes cannot land nor travel over certain areas. Examples include Alaska's Redoubt volcano in 1989 and Eyjafjallajökull's eruption in 2010. Dust and ash can block the turbines of aircrafts, leading to engine failure. Not only the economy is affected, the people affected by the volcanic eruptions are also in emotional loss. When volcanic eruptions hit human communities, they can indeed be quite damaging. People die, sometimes are hurt for their life, and even lose their loved ones. As a result, such event can cause many people, especially children, to be traumatized. Since the 20th century, over 80,000 people have died due to volcanic eruptions. What's more, throughout our history, eruptions have caused at least 300,000 casualties. As it is, 1,000 persons on average are victims of volcanic eruptions every year. It includes those who die directly from lava flows and those who die of hunger as eruptions destroy crops. Also, something to be considered is that a volcanic eruption could affect someone's physical health due to the ashes and smoke that a volcano releases that could worsen someone's respiratory system. The after effect of a volcano is also something that has a bad effect on the people. The lahars that a volcano produces when a lava is mixed with water can be dangerous because it could lead different things to the lahar that could come across. Also, one of the after effects of a volcanic eruption is an earthquake that comes after it. A volcanic eruption causes a lot of stress to the tectonic plate beneath the volcano, thus making the tectonic move and causing an earthquake. After an earthquake, tsunamis, which is also an after effect in volcanic eruptions, is dangerous. A volcano eruption could trigger a tsunami due to the fact that eruptions can eject tons of volcanic lahars into lakes and the sea displacing water. Giant tsunami waves can form as a result. In the same manner, underwater eruptions can displace the water, leading to tsunamis. In this world, after a rainy cloud comes a beautiful rainbow. That metaphor could also be applied to a volcanic eruption. A volcanic eruption also has benefits to our society. A volcanic eruption could create landscape. As lava oozes and spurts from volcano, it creates distinct landforms. Eventually, weathering and erosion sculpt particular landforms. Thus, they form mountains, hills, plateaus, plains, depression, caves, and valleys. They could form volcanic islands that people could live on. Underwater volcanic eruption would erupt below the water's surface and be taller and taller to the point that it could be volcanoes. A volcanic eruption can also help with agriculture because lava and tephra solidify into a specific type of rock called basalt. A basalt in fact contains small crystals that easily breaks down. At the same time, volcanic rocks contains various nutrients and chemicals like iron and potassium that comes from magma that could help from fertilizing a soil. The soils in a volcanic eruption are excellent for cultivation. The farmers would grow different kinds of things due to how rich the soil could be. The last and most obvious benefit of volcanoes is their physical properties. Volcanoes tourism is when tourists travel to the regions to enjoy views of erupting volcanoes. The captivating lava fountains, glowing flows, and puffy clouds are indeed an uncommon sight. As a result, many people travel to regions where volcanoes are about to erupt to appreciate such sights. Just like a Chinese philosopher has said, to create a functioning world, one must have balance. This is depicted to volcanic eruptions. The threatening effects of volcanic eruptions, such as dangerous lava, crazy after effects, and emotional losses, also would have benefits like creating amazing landforms and islands. The amazing benefits of it to the soil, thus booming the agricultural industry, and the mesmerizing landforms that we see. Our nature has a cycle whether we like it or not. This cycle could be good or bad to society. The only thing we could control is how we could prepare for the cycle and being resilient. Thank you.